Welcome to the latest installment of Finding Fascinating People. So we're hanging out with Nick Chinlund, homegrown talent from East Harlem. Now you would know Nick's face from Con Air, Desperate Housewives, Training Day, Law and Order, and my favorite role when he played the main antagonist in Zorro 2 opposite Antonio Banderas. Talk about that. What were you doing before you became an actor?
Well, I grew up here in East Harlem because my father, an Episcopal minister, came here after he graduated from Harvard, started drug rehab centers, went from here during the school year and then out to Martha's Vineyard for the summers.
Oh, really?
Nice mixture. I played basketball at Brown. I played my freshman year, half of the year, until my arm just kept on dislocating too many times. And so I had to get it operated on, and that's when I started acting.
What made you get into acting? What was the thing? It's like, oh, I have to go become an actor.
No, I got a friend of mine invited me to audition for a play.
What play was it?
It was called The American Dream by Edward Albee.
What did you do in New York before you went out to Hollywood?
I was working for Good Morning America as an intern. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Really?
I was an investigator for the Public Defender Service in D.C. and I was really good because I could get into the projects and get behind places and get interviews from all different types of people where all these other Ivy League kids couldn't get into. And I also did an internship in Paris for an
what a life you've lived.
International think tank for researching the differing perceptions of NATO, of the Russian threat within NATO.
What about the film that you shot here, that you produced in New York?
Yeah, Brothers Kiss.
It's actually right here, in this neighborhood.
Right here, shot down in those tunnels, in these projects.
You put a knife to John Leguizamo's throat. You had Marissa Tomei in the movie.
No, John Leguizamo put a knife to mine.
You put it to you, not yet.
John, payback is a bitch.
What was it like moving to Hollywood?
There's an adjustment. You can't look for New York and East Harlem in Hollywood. It's very different. So I was a little confused at first.
Like we all,
I've been around. I had traveled, but I was a little lonely. I didn't know anybody. It was all new, but I was determined to stick it out. And there was obstacles and challenges kept on presenting themselves. It was 3 to 6 months where I was really moving around a lot until I found almost literally a closet.
Where was your first apartment?
Venice Beach. It was like you could kind of put a bed down if a twin bed, and you'd just be curling up at the end. It took 6 years for me to start my career. My first big job was Lethal Weapon 3 when I was just about 29. It was hard. I was auditioning. I had an agent. I was getting very close, testing on stuff, getting my face rubbed in rejection for a full 5 years. I felt like it would happen, and there was nothing else that I wanted to do. And at one point, I said, "Okay, bartending, working in restaurants, and doing theater, small theater at night with a bunch of great people. If that's all that I'm going to do, then that's enough."
Yeah. What can we look forward to?
I did the last 3 episodes of How to Make It in America for HBO.
Awesome. What role are you playing?
I play Yosi, an Israeli fashion merchant who takes the 2 boys and they make a hoodie, and I love it, right? And so I want to manufacture it and make it for them, make them big and famous, okay? And
I love the accent.
So I'm married to Gina Gershon, and I'm fabulous and rich and everything.
When's that going to be airing?
It starts October 2011, the 2nd season, and I do episodes 6, 7, and 8.
What one word defines how you found success in your life?
Determined.
If you can have one superhuman power, what would it be?
Fly.
If there was to be a plate of food named after you, what would that plate of food consist of?
Rice and beans.
Oh my, that's mine!
Well,
that's the East Harlem in you right there.
Puertorriqueño, boricua, baby.
What is your favorite destination around the world?
Paris.
Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Nick, if you had one day to live, what would you do?
In Los Angeles, you can wake up in the morning, go scuba diving, play a round of golf, then go play tennis, and then drive to the mountains and go night skiing.
Who do you find fascinating?
A novelist named David Foster Wallace, who wrote a book called Ingest.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it right here. Keeping it real in East Harlem with my man, Nick Chinlund. Check him out on HBO, How to Make It in America.
Yosi, the Israeli fashion merchant.
Fashion merchant. Pasa afuera!